What's up guys, and welcome to my half of today's video. I'm sure you guys all are coming from Aspen's channel. That was a lot of fun opening up all those 10 memories. But we have 10 more right here and we're gonna read them all.
Alright.
Right now.
Is it my
Are
turn?
you ready? I think it's my turn actually. This is one of Aspen's. It says, starting to make travel diaries.
Did we even start that in 2016? I was gonna look it up and then I forgot to. I think Cabo was the first one.
And when was that?
That was in January of last year. Yeah.
Of last year.
Last year, 2016.
Oh yeah, then we started making travel diaries. That was like a really good idea.
Yeah, it was fun. It's so fun to look back on them. So we are going to do more this year, but
definitely.
We did Hawaii, Iceland, Bora Bora, Costa Rica, San Francisco, Cabo. So we did a bunch, and that's not even like how many trips we went on. So that was fun.
That was
We're
really
gonna make
fun.
more.
Alright, next.
Okay, I got one of Parker's. Camping in Kauai with Sam and Rob. I almost put this one.
That was like top 2 of my greatest camping experiences in my life.
What was the other one?
Probably number 1 was like we rappelled down into like the Glen Canyon.
Oh.
At the bottom of Glen Canyon Dam. It's another story. Camping in Kauai was like super cool.
Yeah, it was so fun. We were with Sam and Rob, and they're awesome.
We'll link them down below.
Yeah, this is one of mine. When I left our swimsuits on the bus in Iceland.
Oh yeah!
We're going on a bus to the Blue Lagoon right now. We just landed in Iceland probably like an hour ago.
That was my favorite swimsuit too. I thought we wouldn't get them
I
back.
got it back though.
And then we called them, didn't we?
I emailed them. So we
emailed
rode
them.
the bus from the Blue Lagoon to our hotel, and I was in charge of our swimsuits. And you know how in like the back of the seat in front of you there's a little basket?
Yep.
And so I put them in there, and then I forgot them when I got off the bus, and it was my favorite swimsuit too, and it was like such an expensive one, and so I really didn't want to like repurchase it or lose it. I emailed them and they were like, oh yeah, I just found them on the bus, like you have to come to the bus station and get them.
And the bus station was actually like
Very
walking
close.
distance because we walked there. That was really cool.
No,
like,
I don't think we ended up walking there.
we walked all the way. I walked all the way
Oh, we
there.
walked all the way?
Yeah.
We got a ride back though.
I'm pretty sure that Aspen made us get a ride back. She
It was
thought
like,
too long.
it was less than 2 miles. I think it was like a mile and a half. And we put on workout clothes, and I was like, okay, I go to the gym.
Yeah, we were gonna run
we
there.
were gonna run.
We took 20 steps and Aspen started crying.
I literally started crying. But I was like going to the gym, and I've never been a runner, but I was like, okay, if I can't run a mile, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
I think we literally made it up the street, and then I started to cry. Because I was like so not good at it.
That's something that I like doing. Like just going out and experiencing like the city.
Got our swimsuits back though, but then we took a taxi back.
Oh, I got one of mine. Mine are the best. So. This one says India when we did the mock wedding. We talked about that on Aspen's video.
Yeah. Basically, we just did a mock wedding.
The mock wedding was really cool. All the people we hung out with, all the BD crew.
Beautiful destinations.
Beautiful destinations. I'll link them down
That was like
below.
one of my favorite trips we've ever taken, just because, I mean, India was awesome too, but the people we were with I just had so much
They're
fun.
taking like everything to the next level, and it's like really
awesome.
cool. Which takes me into the next thing that I put when Sam was hanging out of the back of the Jeep. That was like
crazy.
the moment that I was like, okay, these guys are the real deal, and they do anything and everything to get the shot.
Yeah, he had like a big Ronin stabilizer, which is like a big, huge thing. It was like hanging out of the back window of like this sketchy Jeep, holding on with one hand and then holding up his like 50,000 pound camera equipment, trying to like get the shot.
It was really cool.
This is one of mine, and it says, celebrating our 1-year anniversary in India, but I picked this as one of my favorite memories, because for one, it was our anniversary, but for two, it was kind of funny, because we literally didn't do anything but lay down.
Yeah, we still need to celebrate that.
Once we have time, like once we're home for a little bit, we will. But yeah, we flew straight from Bora Bora to India. We had like 5 layovers.
Where did we stopped in New Zealand, then?
No, we went from Bora Bora to
Tahiti.
Tahiti to New Zealand.
That's right. And then up to China, and then
over to India.
That was cool.
And we got there a day before everybody else, and so our anniversary was like our free day.
So we just slept the whole time.
One of mine.
One of Aspen.
Oh, and this is like one that wasn't exciting.
Flying to Florida with Sienna. Yay!
I wanted to get this one in my video. Basically, yeah, this wasn't...
That one actually was a pretty good memory for me because I just slept that whole plane ride.
Parker likes to sleep on plane rides, and I can't really sleep on planes, and so I always get sad when he's sleeping and I'm alone. But we were going to Florida for Playlist Live, and my cousin was going for a cheer competition. And that, like, the night before, we were like texting, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to Florida tomorrow. And she was like, oh, me too. And we were flying out of the same airport. Then I was like, oh my gosh, is your flight the one at like 9:35 or whatever? And she was like, yes. And so it's cool because we were on the same flight, and it was Southwest, so you get to pick your own seats. And she had like pre-boarding, and so she saved us seats. And then cool. I talked to her for like...
Another one of Aspen's. Did I draw last? I drew last.
Oh, okay. Biking through Copenhagen. I was gonna put that. I put that on my blog post.
We found these bikes. These are Go bikes. So you turn this thing, you don't have to actually pedal. Parked the bikes because we're at our first destination.
That was so fun. We were so exhausted when we went there. I really want to go back because even though I enjoyed it and had fun.
And we were only there for 48 hours.
Yeah, like 2 days.
Well, a little over 48 hours, but...
Like 2 full days and then like we left.
That was a really cool experience. That's also where like my blood is from. Like that's where my ancestors are from. So it was really cool to go back and see where my ancestors are.
I would totally go back there because we had fun, but we had just barely been in London, Paris, and then Iceland all within like 2 weeks of each other. So we were just so tired.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We rode the bikes. I was like slightly too short to comfortably ride the bike. Like my legs couldn't reach the pedals with my butt like sitting down. And so it was so hard for me. And then my coat kept getting stuck on the back and I kept like falling over.
Then we had to put the bikes away and walk.
I rode them for a long time though.
Yeah, we did ride quite a lot.
I was gonna put bikes, but I wrote that in my blog post, which Parker will link down below. Check it out, aspenover.com.
Helping my friend Austin propose to his girlfriend Cheyenne in Turks and Caicos.
Oh my gosh. So exciting. I'm gonna cry.
That was a fun trip.
That was so much fun. We had a rental car there too.
We drove on the other side of the road.
Yeah.
Which was cool.
Yeah, but 2 of our friends, they've been dating for like longer than we have. I think they got officially together in like April. I don't know. They've been dating for longer than we have, so they love each other. So then they got engaged. And so that was really, really, really fun getting to plan that. And we filmed it for them and it was cute. And that trip overall was just fun. We stayed in the freaking coolest,
dopest house. Next
one is Parker's. Seeing the Taj Mahal. Breathtaking.
How beautiful is that?
That was really cool.
Yeah, the Taj Mahal was like I remember we went through and we got like, we were actually like the first people to get to go in.
Yeah, they let us in.
They had like a hookup and the security guards like pulled us in.
60 seconds before everybody else.
Yeah, and I remember we like got in, everyone in our group took off running.
To get pictures, yeah.
And I was like, oh freak, okay. And then I kind of started speed walking and we like turned the corner and then you just see it and it's like amazing. Like it's like so glowing almost. It's so cool. Yeah. Okay, so I just pulled out the last one. This one is Aspen's. I feel like we actually pulled these out pretty evenly, you know? Yeah. Losing my wallet on the way to San Francisco. That was a pretty crappy memory, but it actually turned out pretty funny and fun.
It ended up being funny.
So I handed Parker my purse and I was like, can you get my wallet out? And he's like, your wallet's not in here. And I was like, yes it is, you're lying. And he's like, no, it's not. So my wallet's not in there. We're already a little bit later than we'd like to be.
We went down to Vegas and we parked our car at the Cosmopolitan because it's free parking there.
And that was the only time we've ever done it.
The only time we've ever done it.
Usually we just park at the airport. We
took an Uber to the airport. Once we got there, we were checking in and Aspen's like, here, get my wallet for me. And I'm like looking through her stuff. I'm like, your wallet's not in here. And then we forgot her wallet. So then we had to take an Uber back, get the wallet, while our friends got on their flight, or got on the original flight, and we were just gonna meet them in San Francisco. So we went and got the wallet, came back.
The security line was so long, and we have TSA pre-check, but this was before we really used it, you know? Isn't that weird? We used to not use it. After we got back there, the security line was so long. So we stood for probably like 5 minutes, like, okay, should we go see if we can get the TSA pre-check, put on our tickets, or should we wait in the line?
Yeah.
So we wasted like 5 minutes of time. They told us we couldn't go on our flight, even though, say the flight took off at 2, it was like 1:50.
We were just so late to check in that they just wouldn't even let us through.
Yeah. So then we went back, got our TSA pre-check, and
we booked a different plane ticket actually.
Yeah.
We forgot to tell you that. We booked a new, like, It was probably like 30 minutes later. So we're waiting in the line, and then we're like, all right, let's just go and get pre-check.
Yeah,
So
we
we
got
went and got
pre-check,
pre-check. We
went
got through. We
and-
got to our gate.
Yeah, and usually we fly out of the D gates, which you have to like go through security and then take the tram. So we thought like there's no way, like we have 10 minutes, we're not gonna make this flight.
Yeah.
Even if we get through and we go to the gate and say, hey, we're supposed to be on this flight and it's not gone.
Yep.
There was no way because we thought it was D gates, but it was E gates, which is right outside security. So then we were like, oh my gosh,
We could have made the original flight.
Yeah, I was like, oh, if we, it was like 2 o'clock right then, and I was like, oh, if we had literally just gotten TSA pre-check right at the beginning, we would have saved that like 5 minutes and we could have possibly made it.
Like, we got up and we saw our plane sit there for a second and then back up and leave. Anyways, we go and we sit at our new gate and we're sitting there.
Our next flight was probably like 2 hours later.
Yeah, and Aspen like went up to the desk to ask him something, and I'm sitting
Yeah.
there and I hear, Parker, what the heck? And I turn around and our friends that were with us had missed the original flight.
We don't know how.
I don't know how. They said that they sat at the...
They
I
lied.
don't know.
There's no way. Like, they hadn't traveled a lot, so it's understandable, but at the same time, like, they were back there on time. I don't know what happened.
So then they got on the same flight as us, and we ended up flying together, and
Yeah,
it
so
all
it's
worked
funny,
out,
but it was like
was
this
funny.
big, crappy situation that totally ended up being fine.
Yeah.
Because they hadn't traveled a lot, so I was worried about them, like, getting there by themselves and having to
Yeah.
get, like, to the airport and blah, blah, blah. And so I was, like, stressed out. And then it was fine, because they somehow missed their flight anyways. That's the story of when I lost my wallet, but I found it. It was in the car.
That's the story, yep. So that's going to be it for the video today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, give it a thumbs up. Thank you to Aspen for collaborating with me. It's been a fun collab. This
really
actually
has.
was a fun video.
This
It was
was
fun
so
to read all
fun.
those. We will see you guys. Actually, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.